to a sacred place where we speak our truth, share our knowledge, and shatter limiting beliefs. We are your hosts, Vanessa and Isabel. Isara.
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 Isara. That means freedom in Thai.
Freedom, y'all.
Isara.
Isara.
All right, so talking about freedom, let's dive into systems saves lives. Now, I believe the right system saves lives. Not all systems, because I kind of believe that there's a lot of systems that could be, what's the word?
Irrelevant?
No, they could be either, there can be great systems or they can be damaging systems or, But I believe like the right systems for you, in alignment to you and your life and yourself, and those saves lives. Because I also look at nature as a system. If you look at nature, it's a system. Like, it's just working on its own. It doesn't think about it. It's like, it just creates. It's abundant. Each fruit has a system. Each plant has a system that's already like within the system's already built, and it's going. And you just need to nurture the system.
That's true. And when we were transitioning into this whole new phase in our business and in life, right? This was March 2020, which this is something that we all share in our lifetime, which is COVID. And we were able to, go back into Florida, close to our families, which was a blessing. We didn't know how long this was going to last. And thank God that we had a business that was fully online. And we decided to cut off the office. I always reflect on that moment, and it's almost like when God speaks to you and you feel like you're doing something right, but at the same time it's wrong. It's like, why would we get rid of this amazing office? And why would we cut away all these different things? Well, God always has a plan for you. You may think you got a plan for yourself, but every single time, God is totally laughing. He's like, Jimmy, yeah, go ahead. Try that one out. You'll come back.
Yeah. So that's when we really began to put in the systems in our business, because we started our business with no systems.
No systems.
Actual, let's talk about like business systems.
Okay.
We were creating them. But 2020 was our biggest year in business.
Yes, it was.
Even though COVID and pandemic was happening, we had the mindset, we're like, let's go big. Let's go, be more aggressive as far as like marketing, and don't look at like all the news and all of that that's very scarcity,
Minded,
very fear driven.
Yeah.
We came in and we're like, we talked to our team and like, let's do this big.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna need our services. Everyone's gonna need our help, and we're gonna make this transition as well.
Yeah, we were I feel like because of the climate that was around us, we were able to create this safe haven within our team and our customers that we can get out of it no matter what. And that was the power of belief, the power of integrity and authenticity, and being transparent, which was awesome. And also, when it came to business systems, believe it or not, we were making a huge impact with our clients, with our team members, and with everything without using a CRM. Like prior to that, we were not using a CRM. We were not using automations. We barely touched into Zapier. Like we were so like human to human. Like Francis, shout out to you, Francis. He was creating Excel systems through Excel and Google Docs and trackers and all of that, because we are very big on tracking.
Yeah.
And thanks to that, we were able to have like this, like, you know, horizon of where we're going, how we're doing it, how everybody's doing. But it wasn't as sustainable when you get to a certain point, and it's not as professional when you get to a certain point. And also our expenses, our overhead were high because of all the different applications that we were using. And I know we were at a point where we were taking on our clients' accounts under our accounts, and we were paying for like 30 different accounts at one point, and it was just getting ridiculous. Like, it wasn't sustainable. So we were looking for a new way, and around that time, we were introduced around, let's say, around May of 2020, we were introduced to Go High Level. And it completely changed the game. We made the decision, we rebuilt everything into that system. All of the automations that we wanted, we were able to integrate it with Zapier, and we reinvested it back into the business. And that was a heavy move for us, because imagine going 2 years without any systems, and all of a sudden you have to retrain your team on how to do it, follow the CRM, actually use the CRM, use it. It's a whole new muscle that you have to rebuild.
Yeah.
But once it's there, it completely shifted the way that we did business, because
and now you're able to automate like follow-up. So let's say
Yeah.
you meet a customer, client, you can set up, or a new lead that comes in, now you can set up, let's say, a 15-day, 30-day, a year follow-up campaign specifically to send out to that particular person. And it can be
Absolutely.
custom and personalized, and you can track everything as you're growing your team because you can see what's going on. So really, really awesome. And it was, you know, very effective for us in our company.
Yeah, we
you know,
cut
so
down.
we're like, okay, coaches need this too.
Yeah.
Definitely coaches, because a lot of the coaches we were working with, they were just them by themselves, or maybe some had one VA, virtual assistant, you know, but they needed systems in place to allow them to have more time, because they didn't really have a lot of freedom, because they were wearing 1,000 hats in their business. So this was an incredible solution, not only for us, but that's how we do things. If it's a solution for us in our company, we know it's going to be a solution for our clients and our customers.
Yeah. And just like we go all in life,
Yeah.
we go all in on business too, because when we made that transition into like transitioning everything into Go High Level, it's a scary thing, because now you're dependent on one platform versus having 10 different systems.
Yeah.
And I remember just taking some time to process that and looking at the different scenarios. What if this doesn't work? What if this? So what was cool is we kept everything the same for 3 months, and we had 2 systems running for about 3 months. And by the 3rd month, I got this gut feeling of like, we're going to be okay. And I finally shut down ClickFunnels after, because you guys have to understand, like, ClickFunnels was the beginning of our online business.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that was a very like hard thing to do, because I had an emotional connection with ClickFunnels. I love Russell Brunson and everything that he has done with the community, and I really respect that. So for me to transition into a whole new system, it was a big deal. But I was thinking about our clients, because once we made that, it was lights out. We saved our clients over 80% of cost. We cut down all of our cost. You know, we were paying like, I think it was over $25K in just like different costs, different automations, different software, different, just little random things that show up, and it's annoying. But now, I mean, this was 2020, a lot has shifted. We're in 2024, so imagine 4 years ago. Wow. Just even saying that out loud, the advancement in technology has grown so much. Thank you. Because we were able to transition into such a low overhead space that we were now able to give so much back to the community, and that's when we really built the community. That was the beginning of the community.
Yeah, we are building the community, because we shifted more into now group coaching.
Group coaching.
We created a course also for us because instead of the Done For You services that we were doing, now it's like, let's record our entire course of teaching our customers, our clients, the coaches that were coming in, how to do the lead generation aspect, how they can train their team members.
Step by step.
You know, so they would watch the videos, now they would hire on their own or they would implement it on their own, and we would be there for support in the community while they use the CRM, which for those of you listening that don't know what CRM is, it's a customer relationship management tool. So it's just being able to have everything in one system. You can write invoices in this system, you can take sales, you can make your website, you can do it all in this one system. You don't have to have multiple different ones. So that was really awesome. And that's when we showed up on a weekly basis and invited, you know, all of the coaches to the call, and we would be there for support. It was really awesome transition that we created and we were able to build there.
Yeah, and it was such a lovely time because of the community.
Yeah.
We didn't have a community before. Everybody was just separate, you know, customer A, B, C, D. No, now it was like this melting pot of all the coaches, and they were able to see each other, and they knew they were listening to the same exact thing, and they were able to compare notes and share notes, and this is what's going on in my business. This is what's going on. And, you know, it was such a dynamic time because you have to also understand it's COVID time.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mothers became a coach overnight.
Yeah.
Because of all the different stuff that came out. And it was kind of hard because you started seeing people that are definitely not qualified to be coaches. All of a sudden, they're a coach. Mm-hmm. And that didn't roll in our community. Our community was like, they practice what they preach. They are saying, they're doing, and they're proving what they're actually doing. And that gave me a lot of satisfaction. Yeah. Going back to our human designs, that word satisfaction, it means a lot to me because just like when you taste and you have the most amazing meal and you're like, ugh, these ingredients are so good and they come together so perfectly. Yeah. And every bite just feels like heaven. Uh-huh. Every time that community came together, it felt like you were with family. Yeah. Every single time. Beautiful. Beautiful. It did. That. It was awesome. But at the same time also, we made the decision, and I know you had it, because as we mentioned in a previous episode, you know, we know we're not just lead generation people. There's so much more depth into Isabel, more depth into myself, and we have a bigger collective purpose that we have outside of just lead generation. So we did make a decision, we need to sell this business. We need to make an exit, and we need to set up the systems within our business, because obviously you're one line too in your human design, and that's all about the investigator. You're researching all day. You're becoming a master in so many, you know, a lot of knowledge. So you're diving deep into how to do a proper exit. What do we need to put in place for somebody to actually want to buy our business? And so that's another thing, is systems is what is so necessary for you to have an exit in your business. Because somebody's not going to buy a business if it's just you and your face and everything's all over the place. And without you, you won't be able to bring clients. Without you, there'll be no revenue coming in. Without you, there will be no new clients coming in. Somebody's not going to want to invest and buy a business that's running like that. You need systems. You need for it to be able to run without you, without us. Yeah. And so we even started more into place of wherever we were in, we needed to put systems in place so that it could actually run without us, produce revenue without us, and somebody will be like, I'm going to buy this business. Yeah, and when we were in Fort Lauderdale, I remember we got an offer, and I took it as a joke. You want to buy our business? What's wrong with you? No. You know, I took it so personal because we're building something so dynamic, and I'm so connected to the people, and I'm connected to the results and how it has transformed our life. And that's what they were wanting to buy in retrospect. They wanted that.
Yeah.
You know, now looking back on who offered it to us, we're like, obviously it makes so much more sense now. But now it's like, that business was not sellable the way it was back then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because we were, and I know we've talked about this before, us and our business were one. It was like the same thing.
Oh my God.
So I know this is getting good, but we'll talk about this in the next episode, the power of separation of, in business, of like, you are not your business. Especially if you're looking for an exit, especially if you're looking for it to run without you. And you have that bigger vision and, you know, of that for your business. So important.
And you have to ask yourself, do you even want to sell your business? Because like in the last episode, we were talking about Steve. He went on stage and he was really proud of his business. He was in there for 25 years and the business was staying the same for 25 years. And, you know, he was happy.
Yeah.
You know, he's not going to sell that thing.
Yeah.
He's going to be 100 years old and the business is still going to be there.
Yeah.
That's what you need to also ask yourself. Do you want to even consider selling? Because it is a big decision, you know. And if it's your first time, it's gonna break some bones. It's gonna break some beliefs, and you have to be ready for that.
Yeah. And I want to end with this. In detachment, we are free. In detachment, we are free. Because it's not just in business, but it's in life as well. Is there a separation, even if you have kids? A lot of parents connect themselves as one of their kids, and I own this kid, and there's no separation. And I feel like a lot of challenges and problems can happen when there's no detachment from you and your entity.
100%.
And even within ourselves. I'm
100%.
getting deeper as I'm speaking, but like our body. We are not our bodies. There's a detachment there. But if I can see my body, I'm out, you know what I mean? I'm like the spirit. I'm not my body, I'm not my name. So with that, there comes so much freedom. But let's leave it to the next episode, talking about the separation. Yeah?
We are your hosts, Vanessa and Isabel.